Hi, I'm live. How are you doing today? I am your party artist. My name is Kim Overholt. I am here at my studio, Overholt Art and Entertainment. I am here to help you learn about art and have a little bit of fun with art. And I'm your host, like I say. My name is Kim Overholt. And I want to say good morning to everyone out there today. And I hope you're having a fantastic day. And I'm glad everybody came out to see me, all 35, 36 of you, and I'm always hoping that there's going to be more of you when I look again. So if you want to know a little bit more about art or a little bit more about me, please check out my website, kimoverholt.com. And I'd be more than happy to help you with any kind of artistic endeavor that you may undertake. I give you a little bit of pointers. They can give you some hands on experience, help if you need that kind of thing. I'm there for you. Yeah. And yeah, today I've got a nice filter on my camera. I have a Lee filter, and it's a nice, beautiful mauvish color. And I have it to go with my hair today because I redid my hair, as you can see. I got that done now, really nice. And I decided I'd spa myself and do my makeup as well. So this is me if I was going out to something fancy, but this is fancy enough to get to see you guys, and every day is a great day. I hope you're having a wonderful time. It is Tuesday. I call it Twisted Tuesday because you never know what's going to happen next. And I always appreciate people coming out and saying hello and things like that. It's one of those days where it's like anything can happen, and anything does happen. I have my trusty phone nearby. So just in case anybody wants to give me a ring ding, you know what I mean? I'm here for you, baby. I know I should change what I do to how to maybe how come. But yeah, I'm here to help you to learn about art, and I'm going to work on this one little thing that I have going on behind me. I don't know if you caught a glimpse of it or not, or if you guys have an idea of what I'm doing. I'm a painter, yes, with the last name Overholt. I am a Dutch painter. Yes, that's right. And that's what I like to do. I like to paint. I like to show people how to paint. I like to be creative with you and to you and for you and all of the above. And if you want to know any more, like I say, check my website, or even, I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I do the whole gamut. I'm not new on the big scenes, so I haven't got into TikTok or anything yet, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Don't rush brilliance. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I just wanted to come and say hello to you today. And yeah, please don't leave me. I know, I'm just kidding. I'm not that brilliant. I just sometimes know about what to do and how to have fun and stuff like that. And I want to have fun with you guys today. I hope you're having a good one. Yeah, let me grab my apron, and I'm going to do a little bit of painting. And let me show you what I'm working on in the background here. So, oh, and there my filter went away. Yeah, but you can still see. Yeah, I have. It is kind of purplish. It is all full and covered now again. Yes, and nice and dark as usual. Yeah. So, yeah, no filters anymore. It's just you and me, baby. And I got something to show you. See, yeah, I was working on this, and I'm going to work on it a little bit more. I just got the basics down. I'm just going to do the details. So, there. I'm just pulling up to my screen here. I know there's a lot still left to do. I'm looking at it now. I'm like, ooh, yeah, not quite. It's not quite there yet, but it's going to be. And I know things that I have to fix. I know there's a few fixes that I have to do. Looking at it, I'm just kind of like gandering at it. I see my space between my eyes here is a little bit off. I need to go a little bit over this way, and I just gotta fix everything, make it look nice, and yeah, it'll look as close to the guys as possible. Yeah. So, would you like to watch me paint? I can do a little bit of painting for you. Or I do have another one on the side here, another nice blank canvas, which I was thinking of doing something else too. So maybe I'll just set these guys aside for a second. And start maybe with fresh canvas. Well, not really fresh because it's got like little puncture holes and stuff in it. But I use everything that I get that people give to me. It gets used, so don't worry. I will use it. So This particular one I can make into like just something as a sample for myself and to show you guys how to get started with painting. Now, when I do a painting, usually what I do is I prime my canvas. And a lot of people who prime their canvases usually start off with a nice like white. You can put gesso, you can white your canvas, or you can just use water for acrylic. And I usually just wet the whole canvas with white with white with wet water, and I wet it all down, and I flip it over, and I do it again on the other side. Just not, and I when I said like I had one night I had a paint night, and I told people I'd like do it the other side too, and I had some women actually wetting this side as well. And no, I don't mean that side. I mean when you flip it, when you do this side like this, you flip it over like this, and you do it again. You don't like turn it around backwards and upside down. I don't want you to do that, really. That's not what we have had planned, and it's not exactly what I would do when I'm doing paintings and stuff like that. Let me just raise it up a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, and you can see where the hole was. I'm trying to just patch it. Like I use everything. So I mean, the canvases I get, I use. I really do. And if they don't, I don't make them into this. I make them into something like this one. But if I went, I'll give you an idea though, because this used to have something on it. Used to have I think a newbie alien head for doing painting, and if you want to cut a hole up and you can stick your head through and make it like a head through painting, you can, as you can see, like put a little guy. I had an alien guy who was a newbie from another world, first time painting kind of thing, and yeah, that's fun for kids. It's always lots of fun. So there's always uses for canvases. You can cut out holes. You could paste stuff to canvases too if you wanted to, and make it into something like textured and wonderful. And I was thinking of that the other day too. I have something I could probably put in these spots here, and it would look really neat and make it into a whole new kind of fantasy kind of painting. So, I mean, in the back of my mind, I always have tons of ideas going on, so I can figure out, what do I want to do with this particular canvas? Some of them, like I have one coming up where I'm actually doing an event, and I get this nice little one like this, and I do a cute little thing like that. And that's my usual size for doing when I'm doing paint parties. Let me show you some of my other paintings. Let me see if I can pull one out and show you. They're very tight, very tight. Maybe not that one. Maybe this one. Oh, maybe not. I have no. They're all really in there tight, so I can't really dig one out and find one for you. But trust me, they're in there. And they're waiting for you guys, especially if you want to paint with me. You're more than welcome to paint with me. I am your party artist, and I do cheers, and I have bring my own speakers, and I bring my own paints and everything, so that all you got to do is come and show up and bring your imagination and come paint with me. That's all you ever really need, especially when we get going. I don't like to stop once we get going, that kind of thing. I love to, keep it going, keep it very active. So this particular one, you can even do it like if you wanted to do, you could do like a nice long one like this one and do a nice portrait of somebody like this and have nice things on the side. And that's another idea I was thinking of too, going like long ways and doing like a nice portrait. When you do it like this, it's a little bit more, you get the idea, you want to see like landscapes and seascapes and stuff like that. But when you turn it kind of sideways, until the long way up, you kind of think of more of doing portraits or doing something like a still life or something. Here would be really nice, something that would be trying to give you ideas, that kind of the way to kind of get things going and get that. Let's just get some water on this canvas and I'll start painting something, because I got a hankering for painting. Oh, let me get my apron on first. I got a hankering for painting. And I'll just do something really fast for you. I remember it's not so long ago that I did the art battles, and now I know that the lady who's doing art battles, I think she's like making her own CBD stuff now. Well, her and her partner, and I also what else is there? So, like things people from the past that I artists like myself. We spring out in so many different directions. That's why I call it Twisted Tuesdays, because sometimes there's so many things that go on in the background that you don't know about. Oh, hold on a second. I love candy. I gotta have candy. Oh, not that one. If you haven't had candies, I love candy, and I love these candies. These are the best. They're blueberry vanilla swirls, and then gummy. I love gummies. I can't help myself. I see them and I'm like, I gotta have one. So I'm gonna chew and wet my canvas. And hey, I'm not completely lit up here, although I do have a natural light on me today. Maybe a little bit later here. And like I said, if you want to see any of my artwork, please go to KimberWarhol.com. Don't mind me chewing. I love these things. I don't care if it makes my tongue blue. I'm a sweetie for sweeties. I can't help it. Hold on. Wait a second. It's gonna lift this baby up, so bear with me. Dear Mr. Fantasy, play us a tune. Something to make us all happy. We'll play with this. I'll give you a nice little fantasy thing too. I'll do fantasy. Tuesdays are really great for fantasy. Tuesdays I always think are very magical. So, and as you can see, my magical dragon on my back there. It's the only tattoo I have. So those of you who have trivia of me years later, that Kim Overholt chick, what did she have? She had one tattoo. What was it? A dragon. A dragon. I got it back in 2001. 2001. After all these things fell down. After the towers fell down. Remember when the towers fell down? Yeah, I remember when the towers fell down. So 2001, yeah. After the towers fell down, I was telling myself, you know what? This is time to start. This is time to start over. This is time to get going and doing things. And I did. I did. 2000. So put it this way. 92, I worked in a factory. 97, so this is 5 years later. I do myself in increments of 5, I guess. So 5 years later, I have now gone from working in a factory to working in offices. And 97, 98, 99, 2000, 2001. So almost 4 years into working in offices and stuff like that. I'm bored out of my tree. I'm in a new tax bracket, and it's not really my cup of tea. And then September 11 happened. And you know what? It's like 2001. You get out the gate and you just got to keep going. Because there's, unfortunately, you learn from that there's nobody coming to help you. There's nobody coming to help us. There's no Superman. There's no Santa Claus. Oh, sorry to tell you. There's nobody coming to help you. Gotta help yourself anymore. And those Santa probably loves you to pieces, and probably the Easter Bunny does too. They're not going to help you when it comes down to like being alive and doing stuff. So when in 2001, I found myself in an office with a bunch of people who, like, I was doing, I was being a temp anyways. So I was with people that didn't know me. I didn't know them. It wasn't really like it wasn't an environment where I'd say I'd like to go back to again. And I probably told myself that I'd never go back to an environment where I was never happy with what I was doing. Because if you're not happy where you are and what you're doing, can you imagine those people in that tower, 9/11? Where they're probably like, this is not the way I wanted to go. I get stuck in a building that around these people who don't even give a shit, and there we go. So now I've started a story. And that's what I do sometimes when I end up doing painting and stuff, is I end up lolling about talking about stories and things. But yeah, I'm going to start with a little bit of water and paint. And this is what I usually call this one Polar Bear in a Snowstorm. It's like your first painting you've ever done. And boy, oh boy, isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? Polar Bear in a snowstorm. I know. You're like, where's the polar bear? You can't see it. Yeah, because he's. Oh, there we go. You can't see it because of the storm. It's a whiteout. It's a whiteout. Polar bear in a snowstorm. Okay, a little more water. I love using a lot of water because when you add the paint, it just makes the paint go. You know what I mean? So it's good to just let the paint go and do its own thing too. And you know what? I was doing this technique the other day, and I really enjoyed it on the brush picture that I did. So I'm going to try it again on this one too and see what kind of thing we can. This one's I went sideways, but this one's up straight up and down. And I'm going to see what I'm going to come up with here. So we're playing today. It's Twisted Tuesday, and I'm here to play with you, whether you like it or not. Yeah, thank God I'm not in Australia. Australia, they want to lock you up because you're feeling fine and you didn't take a pill. Well, that's impossible. How can you feel fine without having to take a pill? Well, people, sometimes you just don't get sick. How about that? Sometimes you just feel okay. You didn't get, you're well. How about that? You got through everything? You good? Yeah, I'm good. But I'm bad because, I'm feeling good and, they want to put those people away. That's crazy. That's just craziness. I don't know how that happened. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have fun with this. And I think I'm going to try a little bit of, the color that I used was a green color. So maybe I'm going to do like another green. I love the blue. The blue is such a beautiful blue color. I can't not tap the blue. I'm going to poke a hole in it first. So how do you like my makeup? How do you like how I did my hair? Like I told you guys, I was going to dye my hair. I decided to spa myself instead. It was fun. I had a nice spa day. Spa day. And today is paint day. Ooh, and I got the hole out. There we go. Now we can pour the paint. Here we go. Blue. And I'll take a little bit of yellow. Make a nice greenish color. Because I love green. Did I say that? Oh, I don't like green. I like orange. I should go orange maybe. Maybe that's what I'll do. Green is not but it is very natural color. It can be something very cool and very organic, but I'll stick with the green. Okay, let's just go in and do this. Okay, so I'm using the same brush, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to dip into my blue. I'm going to dip into my yellow. Make a nice green color and apply it to the canvas. All right. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. Look at that beautiful green. Whoever said a green? So green is that? Almost like the color of my eyes. Well, my eyes are not that green, but they're more of a bluey, grayish green kind of color. Not like that though. That's pretty. Okay, so we're mixing them together very, very loosely because I'm gonna just try something different. I'm gonna play with this. I'm gonna show you how you can play with your canvas and play with your piece. So I'll wet down the canvas, and as you can see, the water just smooths that, makes it do its own thing. Just like that. See? It's fun to do. Just dip in water, dip in the paint, go back over again. La 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 la. There's no harm. You're not doing anything there. You're not hurting anything. That's for sure. You're creating as you're doing. You're putting patterns and stuff in there. La 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 la. I'll put different levels. So different levels of blue and yellow in there. I'm just kind of swirl it in there. There we go. Like I say, Twisted Tuesday. Who knows what can happen next, right? Oh, look at that. Ooh, that's beautiful. There we go. Just the yellow, just one by itself. There we go. As Bob Ross would say, this is your world. You can do whatever you want, make whatever you want. Add a little bit more water to it. You want to dip in the water, come across. There we go. Look at that. It's just brilliant. That just flows very nicely. Look at that. Isn't that brilliant? Look at that. It's flowing so nicely. Flow. There we go. Flow. And then sometimes I'll add a little bit more water to it afterwards too. Because you can see it's kind of just dripping down. But there's more to it than that. There's more to it than just that. All right, you see? Oops, see, I'm right across it. I'm just out of control. I'm out of control. All right. So this is the bottom, and we'll keep it the bottom, but I can flip it over just to get this, just to do this little thing. I want to show you. See, now it's all kind of, watch this. Touch the side. Oh, damn, touch the side. Okay. All right. Now. Okay. Now. Now watch, you gotta wait. Let's watch. You can see movement. It's so cool. And then when you're happy with it, it's almost there. It's almost there, starting to hold. I want to add more water to it, though. Should I add it to the bottom or should I tell you? You know what? It's a spot. It's going to be at the bottom, so I'm going to put this back to the bottom. Trying not to touch the sides. Dear Mr. Fantasy, play us a tune. Something to make us all happy. Do anything, take us out of this gloom. Play a song, play guitar, make it snappy. See, you can make some really cool stuff. Now watch, wait, no, wait. I'm not done yet. Watch. wait a minute. That's what I was showing. Oh, that's what. Texture. Sound. Movement. And green. But not just that. Let me give you a close-up. Okay, catch it so you can see all the. When it dries, very nice. And you can still play with it too, right up until the end, as much as you want to. And you can add different things into it as well to kind of give it. And then after it's done, you can look at it and think, okay, what else can I add to it to make it that much more cooler? So the opposite of green, obviously, and yellow is like a reddish orange. So we can throw some reddish orange in there too. So let me just do that. Some contrast. We need a little contrast in there too. Yellow. Red. Yes, I'm also a makeup artist too, so I do my own makeup today. Yeah. I thought, what the heck? Go full spa, right? Because it's fun to do. And I know you don't see me very often. I go full makeup, so I'm usually just pretty much me all the time, and I prefer to be me. But every once in a while, I enjoy being a girl. I flip when the fella sends me flowers. I drool over dresses made of lace. I talk on the telephone for hours with a pound and a half of cream upon my face. Let's not go there. Girlfriend. Oh my. Okay. All right. So the opposite of green is like an orangey yellow, orangey red kind of thing. So I'm going to change my brush and make sure so that I don't get a dull color. Because if you use green and then you use red together, it'll dull the color right out. So I'm going to use something fresh. I use a fresh brush. Fresh brush. Fresh brush. Fresh brush. Baby. That's kind of neat. Yeah, I like the way it's kind of falling. And you know what? I'm going to flip it over maybe one more time this time. Because it's really kind of neat. You can take it from one side or you can take it from the other. And you can see some neat stuff coming up of that side too. You know what I mean? Like that looks kind of neat. Maybe I'll start from this side and make my way down and flip it over again. Oh, so many ideas, so many places to start, right? Right. Okay. So again, if you turn it this way, you can kind of see like there's a strange kind of like, you can make some kind of design or some kind of play on a background of some sort. And you can smooth it out some more too, which is good. Ooh. Kind of like that. Wow. Okay. I shouldn't have done that, see, because I was going to use red for that one. Now I've got to change my brush again. Darn it. Okay, find another brush. Luckily, I have all kinds, so there's another brush. Okay. So I'm going to try a little bit of orange and red and try something, something orange and red in there. I'm not sure what it is, but, kind of contrasty. I stopped because I'm like, oh, maybe I want to just leave it as it is. I don't know. Sometimes it talks to you, right? You gotta say, okay, what do you want me to do? So try to go into that. Oh, flip it back over again. Oh, it talks to me, so I have to go with what it's telling me. Okay, so more like that. Okay. See what happened last time I did an abstract, and I ended up doing finger painting of a famous actor, which turned out to be like the worst thing that probably happened in my whole entire life. Stupid. Anyways, neither here nor there. And I'm talking about myself, and I'm not talking about that person. Because they're not stupid, I'm stupid. Okay, anyway. Green! Alright, now get some blue in there. And oh, no, I said blue. I meant red. Some red stuff. What should I make here? Should make something fiery. Should make like some like a wizard or something, a red wizard, or I could make it that kind of thing like that. I could do something fantasy. I love fantasy. I have a lot of fantasies. Let me tell you, I do. I really do. Hey, you know what? I want to think about it. Don't jump into things right away unless you have a, like, I look at this and I'm like, there's something more I can do here, but I'm not sure what. And I don't want to have to keep you here if you're busy, you got stuff to do. I understand that because, I'm a busy person myself. This is what I do for leisure at the moment. I do have an event coming up and I'm really excited about it. So I'm looking forward to seeing everybody that day. But if you want me to come and paint with you, just come on over and say hello and ask me. And I would be more than happy to hang out with you. And let me put this down for a second. Okay. So, yeah. So it turned out, like, you can even use this just as it is and use it for like a background for if you want to do like display shots of things and whatever. But this is just like a basically a nice little start for you. And that's how I usually do my backgrounds. And then I kind of see what's in the background and what I want to make it into. So obviously there's a lot going on in that background. I can go. Let me get you close up to it. Let me get you close up to it so you can see it. I know. And other than the tear, it's kind of neat. It's got neat little textures in it. So if you see something in it and you say, hey, Kim, you know what? You should make it into this. Let me know. I'll try and maybe make it into something. And in the meantime, hold on. In the meantime, while I'm waiting for this one to dry, maybe I'll make that into a portrait of somebody. Who likes the color green? Oh, I don't know. A lot of people like the color green in their background, especially these guys. So I'll work on this one for a while, and maybe I'll come back once I get going again on this one. I'll come back and. Sorry, I thought for a second I was sitting on my paints, and I was like, "Oh no, this is not a good thing." I did not sit on my paint, thank God. Okay, so. Yeah, I'm going to work on this one for a little while, and then I'll come back and say hello to you guys. I'm so glad that you hang out for at least a half an hour and watch me make a fool out of myself. And for you guys, what I'm going to do is a quick little give you my card of the day for you. I mean, I can come back and give it to you later too, but I might as well give it to you now, right? The fun of being a child, eh? I'm looking at pictures around me, and there's, what, just pictures of when you're growing up and you're a child, and having just fun in the summer or in the winter, or just having fun with your friends. It's so nice when you were a kid and everything. So here are my beautiful cards. Let me just give them a shuffle. They're too big for my small little hands, so I have a hard time shuffling them. So there we go. All right, and let me grab you the card for today now. I hope you guys are feeling lucky, and oh, it came up automatically. The Hanged Man. Oh, Hanged Man. Also of the major arcana, the Hanged Man. This is interesting. Hold on, and it just happened, just right out of the blue. I think these guys are a part of that too. I'm not sure. I remember seeing that in one of their albums, I'm sure. So, me, I'm usually known as the Fool, but the Hangman, like I say, this is Major Arcana. So, this is a very important message for everybody. Major Arcana. Okay, the Hangman is number 12. Okay, so for you today, new perspectives are required. This period in your life may seem restrictive, but you are being forced to become more introspective, to listen to your higher mind. Waiting has its place in any plan. Do not try to become a martyr, but do not be afraid to make sacrifices or be unwilling to adapt to changing circumstances. Mhm. If you feel powerless, blocked, or stuck in a rut, you must lift yourself up by your own bootstraps, which is kind of like the hanged man kind of pulls himself up whether he has no choice, a choice or not, he's going. Um, okay, so that's what it means. So under a calm blue sky, there hangs a man upside down, suspended by one foot from a tail of a dragonfly. For the people who, if you can see that, by the tail of a dragonfly. The dragonfly emphasizes that the scene is not one of torture, but one of a natural process. The young man's life is in a limbo balance, but his face shows acceptance and absolute faith as the moment of total surrender to the force. So there's some things that you just can't control. You just got to kind of go with the flow. So, and again, as new perspectives are coming, new introspectives are always so important too. So outside and in, you have to kind of keep everything in a nice balance too, right? Okay. So you have a road where you've come above all the turmoil and you're in a spot where you have to rethink everything, rediscover everything for yourself. Okay. So that's what it's major arcana. So it's very, very important. So there you go. And there we go. And just for my own purposes, like I say, I like to look to see what the basis of it is for me. Oh, and I believe it is romance, actually. Romance to go with the hangman. So, whoa, that's a little bit sexual there. Hangman and okay. Anyways, yeah. So I'm gonna look that up too because I think I'm pretty positive that the two of hearts is romance. It is romance. See, I'm pretty good. I know romance. Yeah. So there's a little bit of romance coming in your life too. So I hope you're ready for a little bit of love. You get a lot of love from this woman right here. I love you. That's right. And I love you guys coming to hang out with me. You guys are fun, and I hope I gave you a little bit of fun myself too. And if you want to add, like I say, if you want any more ideas of, or give me some ideas, I'd like to, you can bounce some ideas off of me too. If you have any ideas, you or you want to do something like paint party with me, contact me at my website, kimmerworld.com, and all the information is there for you. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your space. Looks pretty good around here. Yeah, thank you. I hope you have a good one. I'll look up behind you. There's somebody coming your way. And in the meantime, peace, brother. What live it at?